This episode of Blood In, Blood Out is brought to you by these sponsors.
Some of us get born into sprint cars, others just get involved for the love of it.
Started racing sprint cars in 1980.
Once you get in, very hard to get out. You have to be competitive and you have to be hard.
The rush, excitement, the fear, all at the same time.
It's the end of the story.
When you're in the car, it's every man for himself.
It's an absolute dream, it's a passion. It's a family thing, you know.
There isn't a medicine for these cars.
It's my passion till the day I die.
It's blood in, blood out.
If you can race around this joint, you can race anywhere in the country.
After a short break, Blood In, Blood Out is back to bring you South African sprint car action. Previously, we saw some fantastic action from Mahim Raceway, with sprint drivers getting together to put some good numbers on the grid.
Like I said, the more cars, the merrier.
So it's the biggest event. We've got all the sprint cars here. It's lovely to see. Call it from both teams if you want to call it, but I can see unity happening here.
Things started looking really positive in the world of oval racing, with people working together.
There's the proof. There's the proof out there.
Back at Mahim, where even more drivers joined the action, namely Johan Strauss, as well as father-son duo, Mac and Xavier Horn. Another great day's racing at the Pretoria track, along with all the thrills and spills of the sprints. That's the last time we were on the track. So time for a recap of what happened in between. 30th March saw the sprints visit Ellisras Dirt Oval, complete with a visit from Drickus du Plessis, which was sponsored by Dunlop Tire South Africa and ATS. A successful event with vast numbers.
Every dirt oval that was run was the biggest dirt oval in history.
On the same day, 1,000 kilometers away, more sprints were competing at the Richards Bay Oval track. The 11th of May had some action at the Rock Raceway. With an unfortunate injury to Charles Carlson's leg when his car caught fire, but thankfully he walked away and has since recovered very well. The 18th of May had some more action at Mahim. And then the Rock Raceway brought us the Winter Challenge on June 8th, where we saw some new cars on the tar. Ishmael Peck then announced an exciting event at Cape Hell Drivers in Cape Town, organized between himself and Ultimate Outlaws promoter Isak Spiss.
Like we're going to do in Cape Town again, we've got sprints going there. Me, Isak, Kwesi, Cape Town, we're all talking about it. How can we raise money? Let's get the sprints to Cape Town. August 17th, Isak confirmed. It's happening. That's going to be a big one. I think we're going to put about 14 sprints on the grid in Cape Town.
In the meantime, Peter de Wet put together a new car with Carlson Customs. And two more cars were acquired by the Carlsons from France Ferry and KZN. One of which has been prepared for newcomer to sprint car driving, Ewald van Straten.
Ek het soms gery vir 3 jaar en 'n 2.1 vir 'n jaar gery. Dis 'n Buckley. Ons het hom gekry by ou by die see. Daar's net 2 in Suid-Afrika van hulle. So ons het hom heeltemal oorgebou want hy was baie geroes van al die see. En hy lyk basies nou so internet. So ons gaan maar try en ry.
Okay, Ewald, good luck with your new venture.
Baie dankie.
They're not the only ones who have been very busy. Mac Horn's collection of cars seems to be growing nicely, as he was seen doing some tests recently at The Rock. Plenty of activity, plenty of cars. Hopefully this means plenty of action on the way. Most recently, we were back at Mahim for a club event on June 29th. Shane Carlson 75 arrives at the track, but today there will be a special guest driver in it. Popular driver in the stock road class, Eloise Buitendag, will be taking on the V8 today.
Well, I got a surprise. I had to go fetch parts at his shop for Wayne, and the next minute I got my handbag taken off my shoulder and said, get in the car and get tightened up and see you racing this Saturday. So I'm like, okay, and here we are.
Well, I've been a naughty boy. I've got a 12-month band. It's my car wanting to divorce me, so I've got to get it on the track, and no one perfecter than her.
I'm ready as can be. You know, you just try your best and give it all your all and have respect for it.
We had a quick catch-up with Peter de Wet about the new number 6 car.
Well, it's an old car that Shane bought a couple of weeks ago, and we've basically had a bit of engine. We rebuilt the engine. We've had engine problems, and when we bought cars in Durban, it came with 2 engines, so Charles Senior got a nice engine, and he was good enough to give me his old engine, so I'm very grateful for that. So the car's here and it seems okay. Unfortunately, I'm lacking a lot of seat time, so for tonight we'll just try and keep it on the black stuff and hope for the best.
Johan van Heerden has had a massive look change to his number 35.
I've always dirtied everything that I found. This ain't no difference, so look at you now. And baby, cut yourself loose. Save all the things that I said that night. Playing it cool, but I never got it right. Baby, cut yourself loose. I was mesmerized by your eyes. Keep me up every night. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. There ain't no satisfaction for me now. There ain't no satisfaction for me now.
Charles Carlson then chatted to us about his new 410 engine.
This motor's been in South Africa for 10 years. A guy from Louis Fourie brought it in. He bought 2 cars, one roller and one complete car, and then he bought the engine from one of the guys who were the Outlaws. The engine was never in the car. So when Shane bought the cars, we went to fetch the motors, and the guy that actually packed it knew what he was doing. He took off the rockers, he took all the water out, he put antifreeze in. So the motor is in perfect condition. I started it yesterday for the first time, out today, and it's scary. I'll have to have a new driving style with this motor, something very special.
How are you healing?
Yeah, I had that burn in at the rock, 3rd degree burns, 2 places went right to the bone. I was fortunate enough to get the right doctor. It's been now 8 weeks and I can walk without crutches and that now. I'm with a physio, so it's coming out. I think another week or 2 I'll be fine.
Ewald van Straten is looking comfortable on the track. And now here's another car makeover. Ernest Cornelius now has a full Looney Tunes wrap to go with his tattoos.
Satisfaction for me now. Now that you're gone, and
But that's not all, folks. Home track favourite Stefan Fischer and Jan Swiegers are both looking in great shape too. The practice laps are always a welcome taste and sound of things to come. JP Talliot 74 is looking good, but the number 20 of Mark Talliot does not seem to be cooperating today.
Right boys, gaan nie baie praat nie. Op die regte pad, jy sien baie karre hier so, maar vra die ouens wat weet. Daar's 3 rookies vanaand, first time in the car. Sy Ewald Pieter, 6 jaar laas gery. Just watch it net julle by hulle kom. As jy moenie reisies ry nie. Ry maar. Die stands is leeg, don't break your cars. Watch it vir die 3 ouetjies wat nou ry asseblief. And enjoy it, dis kom ons is. Right.
As the sun goes down, it's almost time to race. After the traditional track parade, the races are underway.
Time coming when the devil gonna come for you. So my trigger fingers, stay prepared. I've got my weapon and I got my prayers. 'Cause if you don't run this town, they will walk all over you.
After leading the whole race until now, JP Talliot slips on the grass, allowing Swiegers to take pole.
Well, it was quite fun. I enjoyed it. The car was doing its job. It's handling much better than the previous time. Previous time we had a wheel that lift up that promised me. But now it's going very well. We're very happy with the handling. Car behaved, finished, quite chuffed.
Fischer manages to repair his car in time for Heat 2. Charles Carlson darts out in front, looking strong, followed by Van Heerden and Swiggers. Cornelius takes a nasty bash into the wall. Looks like he'll be off to the bar early tonight.
You can outrun the devil, but you ain't gonna outrun me.
The race is restarted, and the scary canary is way out in front again.
I'm very happy with the motor. I'm happy with the handling, but I don't know. It's so sensitive, I'm putting too much fuel for the second race. So, first race I went from 8th to 2nd, and the second race on the outside of Johan van Heerden 2, I won it going away. So, the final is between Swiggers on 1, I'm on 2, so we'll have to try and see what we can do next.
Time for the final heat. Charles Carlson manages to nudge into the front, with Swiggers breathing down his neck. Taljaard and Van Heerden racing hard just behind them. JP Taljaard fights his way into third. An epic battle develops between Fischer and Van Heerden in the middle of the pack. Charles Carlson takes the final checkered, with Swiggers close behind and Taljaard in third. An excellent race put on by all drivers tonight.
He does say what, he knows where's the gate.
It was brilliant, Derek. Brilliant. It's nice to see all the sprint cars. Yeah. It looks like I think we have 14 competitors at the moment, and it sounds like it's still going to grow. So I'm happy, but I want to say it's not my sprint cars. It's oval track sprint cars. So all these guys here, they're willing to race at any track, any given day, against any other person. No hard feelings, no issues. And it's lucky to see you guys back here. Blood in, blood out. Thank you.
Dit was baie anders as enige ander kar op jou baan. Dit is die krag wat jy voel om daai ring te trap en net die grip wat jy kry is, daar's net iets anders soos dit nie. En definitief ek gaan so ver as moontlik al die races ry wat ek kan ry en draai myself op werk boontoe.
Another great club event with plenty of cars on the grid. As the sport grows from strength to strength, we will be bringing you all the sprint car action. right here on Blood In, Blood Out, the best of South African sprint car racing. This episode was brought to you by Colton Toyota Bucky Spares, The Race Shop, and Brahman Petroleum Diesel.